Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I've got a really good video for you guys today. It's going to be another PSA video that's not getting a lot of attention right now, and it's a major deal if you're a lightsaber collector and you just happen to be either making a trip to East or West Batuu or your local. Is a lot of these legacy lightsabers are currently 30% off. Yeah, you heard that right. 30% off, and actually the list just got longer this week and nobody's reporting on it because I think it kind of slipped under the radar, and we'll get to that in a minute. But there was originally, I believe it was 4 or 5 lightsabers that Disney, legacy lightsabers that Disney put on sale at Galaxy's Edge, and now that list is up to 8. Or was up to 8, and it's actually now up to 13 lightsabers that are currently on sale, which is insane, and we're going to go through them and talk about them all right now. So if you're getting ready to go to Galaxy's Edge, or you're thinking about buying these offline, don't do it. They are stupidly cheap right now here in East and West Batuu. So enough with the chit chat, let's get on with why you're here. The lightsabers that are currently 30% off at East and West Batuu Galaxy's Edge, and a lot of these are really going to blow your mind. It kind of blows my mind now, honestly, that they are that cheap, because some of them are just really recently released, and surprising that they're already 30% off. All right, the first one, first two that is 30% off, which is really going to shock you. Darth Maul lightsaber is 30% off right now, and actually the Clone Wars Shadow Collective version is 30% off as well. So I have it here in the full staff version of the original and his Shadow Collective from the Clone Wars. Both versions are 30% off, so you could buy 2 Darth Mauls to make the classic his classic staff saber, or you could buy a classic and a Shadow Collective to make the Clone Wars version, or buy all 3. You know, the regular price on these is $170. With 30% discount, they are $118 and change, which is insane for these legacy lightsabers. So right now you could get a full staff Darth Maul for about $230, or if you wanted to get all versions, you know, what, $340, something like that, to get 2 versions of the Darth Maul legacy lightsaber. Absolutely insane. One of the coolest, most iconic lightsabers in the series is one that's on the list, which actually really surprises me. But I have some suspicion on a lot of these is they probably over-ordered a lot of these lightsabers when they placed their order with Hasbro. Is they brought out this Shadow Collective, you know, I guess sometime last year, but they probably doubled up the orders on the Darth Maul hilt to go along with the Shadow Collective. That's why there's now an overabundance of the Maul hilts. That's why they're 30% off, because they had to you know, basically double the orders for people who just want the regular Mauls to match up with the Clone Wars version. So now they've got overstock on the Mauls, and that's why they're 30% off. This is a crazy deal to get a staff Darth Maul on the list, 30% off. Absolutely insane. Now, there's a few of these that are really surprising. The next 2 are very surprising because they were just released. This one right here in my hand, Jedi Count Dooku, literally just released a few months ago, already 30% off. I think maybe it's not selling as well as they thought it was going to, so, you know, they put in these huge orders for, you know, the Dooku Count Dooku Jedi version, not Darth Tyrannus, and, you know, people aren't buying it. People want, you know, obviously the Sith one, the Red Blade, Darth Tyrannus lightsaber. So these Dooku ones, or, you know, Count Dooku Jedi, Count Dooku, nobody's buying them. They're already 30% off. So if you haven't picked this one up, it is a super cool hilt. You can see it in Tales of the Jedi on Disney Plus, is where this lightsaber is featured, and we see it for the first time, you know, in the series. But super cool lightsaber. Really cool to have the Sith, the Tyrannus version, and the Dooku version. But just came out, already 30% off. They must have a lot of them to already put this one on 30% off, because it's only been out a few months. This is one of the most recent lightsabers, already on clearance. They must have a lot of them, and they're not selling like they thought they were. 30% off. Put it on the list. Another one literally just came out here recently. Darth Sidious. one of the, I believe this one came out in the batch right before the Dooku came out, but this one's already 30% off. One of the coolest lightsabers. I mean, how can you not like that lightsaber? Look how cool it is with the chrome and everything. This one actually is rechargeable. There's only 2 lightsabers that are rechargeable. Sidious, Qui-Gon Jinn. So, if you don't have a Sidious, look how small it is too. Hard to believe. Already 30% off. They must have ordered a lot of them. And I guess, well, the only issue with this one is Hasbro Elite series came out a while ago, a year ago, if not more, than before this one did. And that might be why there's an overabundance of these and they're already 30% off, because people already bought the Elite series, so they're not buying the Legacy series, which could explain why this lightsaber is now on clearance, because they ordered a bunch thinking they're going to sell a lot, but a lot of people already had a Sidious. And that's why they're not moving like they thought, and they're 30% off. But really cool buy. I actually already have the Elite series, and I bought one of the Legacy ones to put in my collection, you know, for $100 or whatever, you know, over $100, because Ian McDiarmid is coming to a convention here in Orlando. I'm actually going to have him sign my Legacy version of this lightsaber, so that's why I picked up one of these on sale for myself, because in a few months I'm gonna have, you know, Ian McDiarmid's gonna sign this for me. Can't wait to meet him and have this in my collection, a signed Sidious lightsaber. Alright, next one. I got a few here. I'm gonna do these 2 together because they released together and they're basically almost identical. Plocoon and Luminar Unduli, both 30% off. I'm not really surprised by this one, that these are on clearance, because they're kind of, I mean, they're not, I don't want to say unknown characters, not well-known characters is more the right wording is. They're not very popular characters, so that's why, you know, they're probably not moving like they thought they were going to, and that's why they're already on sale, because they probably got a bunch of them and people just aren't buying them. You know, the average Star Wars fan that goes into, you know, Doc Ondars are not going to be as familiar with Plo Koon and Luminar. They, you know, they're going to go in there, they're going to want Darth Vader, they're going to want Anakin, you know, Luke, all these big name character lightsabers. Are not going to go in there and say, I'm buying me a Plo Koon. You know, it's just not going to happen. These are more lightsabers for the completionist collectors like myself, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there that want them in their collection, but the average fan is not going to be, you know, spending, you know, their hard-earned money on a Plo Koon lightsaber when, you know, it's literally sitting right beside Darth Vader's, or, you know, Luke, like I said, or Anakin's, Obi-Wan. All these, you know, they're going to be the top choices before they pick these up, and that's why, fortunately, they're already 30% off, because they're most likely not moving for that reason, hence the overstock. Alright, these next 2, actually these are the last 2 in the regular Legacy ones that are currently on sale. Leias is actually 30% off right now, which, I mean, a little shocking, but not totally surprising. It's fairly new, only been out maybe one of the newer editions, but in my opinion, the reason that it's probably not moving like they thought, probably, first of all, they probably way overproduced it. Probably got way too many more than people are actually buying. It's probably the main reason is, you know, you're thinking Leia's lightsaber is going to be a super hot seller and order a ton of them, and maybe it doesn't sell as well as you thought. And here's my critique of it. It's not, I mean, it's a cool lightsaber. I'm glad to have it in my collection. It's really not the best rendition of Leia's lightsaber. You know, the paint quality on it's not great. It's the pearl grips like to peel up, as you can see. Actually, mine's already doing. And when Elite Series brought theirs out, it looks 10 times better. So I mean, that's a good possibility why this one's not moving, and, you know, they're putting them on clearance, because A, they ordered too many, and B, they could have done a lot better job with the finish on this one, especially when the Elite Series comes out, or some of these aftermarket ones with that, you know, that beautiful rose chrome all over. It just really makes this one not look great compared to some of these other, you know, their other replicas. So that's probably my guess is why it's 30% off already. Well, I say already, but this one's been out, you know, a couple years now. They're probably clearing out stock. I know we have a lot new ones coming, so eventually stuff's got to go. You know, this could have been a limited release, trying to clear them out, and maybe they're going to be gone. And that's another thing I didn't mention, maybe with the Plocoon and the Luminar Dually, is maybe they're discontinuing them. I know we talked about discontinuing stuff before, but maybe they're trying to clear them out, and you get rid of the stock, and then they're gone. So that's very well possible. Could have been a limited release thing, and that's why they're clearing them out, make room for the new ones. Obviously, we know Yoda and Ezra are coming. Alright, the last one of the Legacy Sabers that is currently 30% off is actually the Reforged Skywalker, the version from Rise of Skywalker Episode 9 that's got the metal, or the leather braiding on after Rey repairs it since it was broken in Episode 8. I guess I'm not really surprised by this one. They've released so many versions of this hilt, basically the Skywalker saber. They had the regular version, and then they had, and then they have, the original one was basically the Episode 4 one, and then they ended up releasing, one from like Episode 2 and 3 version, and now they got a reforged version. I literally have like 4 versions of this same lightsaber back here in the case, and a lot of people, like I said, it comes down to popularity. Are you gonna buy the Rey Skywalker repaired version, or are you gonna want the OG Luke Anakin version? You're going to want the OG, the one that, it's the most iconic lightsaber in the series. You're going to want that. You're not going to want the reforged leather one. So that's why they're probably clearing them out, because, the sales took off on these when, the movies came out and everybody wanted, that screen replica version. But now that has worn off, 5 years post Rise of Skywalker or so, give or take, people don't want this anymore. Unfortunately, they want, and they actually sell the non repaired version, the non-leather strap one, in the case right now. It's there. They have Anakin Skywalker's Jedi Knight lightsaber in the case. So who's gonna buy this? Exactly. You're gonna buy the Anakin version, not this version. That's why it's on clearance. I have a high suspicion this one is probably could possibly be discontinued. Once maybe they're trying to get rid of them now that they're selling Anakin again. And maybe once this is gone, they're getting rid of them. They're basically selling 2 of the same lightsaber in the case. That's got to be fixed. There's not enough room for all that. So maybe this one is getting the boot. That's why it's on clearance. But that's pure speculation. There you go. That's the 30% off Legacy ones. Now, we had talked about these before. A lot of the ones they discontinued in the past, the Legacy versions, they ended up bringing back in the box set versions. Like they did it with Windu. They have a Kenobi, the Skywalker, the original Skywalker came back in that. Was that what did I say? Did I say Windu? They had the Vader, and they came out with a Darksaber. So I think there's like 5. I think there's 5 of them. Actually, they have the Luke Skywalker 40th anniversary. That's not. They don't have it here in East Batu yet, but it is up online. But those are actually just this week. They are now 30% off. I walked in there, I guess, over the weekend. I want to say Saturday. It might have been Saturday that I went in there, and I'm like, I kind of double taked when I saw it. I'm like, it said 30% off box lightsaber sets. It kind of threw me off, but then I started reading. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. There's a meme for that. Hold up, wait a minute. It says the box lightsaber sets are 30% off, and I actually like, hold on, let me make sure this is right. And they have all the UPCs on the sign. I should have took a picture of it, but they had all the UPCs, so I actually started matching the UPCs of the lightsabers to the ones that are on the sign of the ones that were 30% off, and it was. I'm going to put the picture up on the screen right now. This is all 5 of the boxed sets that are currently now 30% off, and nobody's talking about this. I think it really slipped under the radar that these are 30% off, because these aren't the ones that are sold in Dok-Ondar's. These are the ones that you can find at the other Star Wars, stores around the parks. So that's kind of probably why it slipped under the radar, is people missed it, So, like, what do we got? We got Vader, you got the Anakin, or the Skywalker, then you got the Window, the new Kenobi one, and now the Darksaber, all 30% off, which is a crazy deal, because I believe it comes out, I think they retail for $249, and then with the 30%, they're around like the $180, $85 mark, something like that. But for that price, you're getting the hilt, you're getting a blade, You're getting a stand. You're getting a belt clip. I mean, the value is crazy in these bundles for 180 bucks. So, great deal. So if you don't have any of these lightsabers, and if you're planning on making a trip here to Batu, east or west, or you have an upcoming trip and you're just curious, they're 30% off. Save your money. You know, don't buy them, you know, at a higher price. Wait till you get here and pick them up. You know, like I said, I mean, this is a crazy list of lightsabers. So my suspicion is a lot of overstock. You know, I know we have new ones coming, but they most likely got way too many of these things. Sales are slowing down on a lot of these things. If they're a little pricier, and some of these, you know, a few of these have been around for a while, so that explains why, you know, they're trying to get rid of them. You know, people aren't buying them. But a lot of the new ones is most likely they probably have to order so many to get a batch made from Hasbro. My guess, maybe they have to order 5,000, 10,000. Who knows? I'm just speculating here. But you know, they have to order that many lightsabers, you know, to get, you know, part of a bundle deal maybe. And then they don't sell like they were hoping, or maybe they sold well and now they're slowed down, that they've been out longer, and then they got way too many of them. So got to clear them out. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is a great PSA video for any lightsaber collector out there that's trying to grow their collection. So get on it. Get down here if you're not coming, or if you are coming. Cheap lightsabers, get them. It says limited time, but a lot of these have been on sale for months now, so I'm assuming that's probably going to hang around for a while. So I wouldn't say it's a rush, but it kind of is a rush. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for all the likes, the comments, and subscriptions. Let me know which one, if any or all, are you going to try to pick up at 30% off. This has been the Pendaflow Discount Legacy Lightsaber Perspective.